So in your opinion, what is a yogi supposed to do? Always sit cross-legged in a cave. And it's always been so, yogis did what is relevant for that day.
But they didn't enter politics.
Well, many journalists have stood for election and they've failed, the yogi has succeeded. Is success the only problem, I'm asking?
The mixing of religion and politics.
Why is it religion?
Because you stand for a religion, your power is derived from your religion.
Is that so?
Isn't it?
Do you think so?
It is.
You think my access to people is because of a religious identity?
Is the line between politics and religion irretrievably blurred now? You've got godmen who are being appointed ministers of state. You've got a former Mahant who's the chief minister of one of India's largest states. Is that line non-existent now?
See, one thing I would like to correct this. I've said this before. I've never seen a god man in my life. I've seen men, I've seen goddamn men. Where did you see a god man? Where did you see a god man? It's a completely media-coined word. It must be taken back and never used again because who is a god man? Who is inventing these words? Just to simply depreciate everything about this culture? There are no god men in this culture. We have been reverential towards certain men because of the contributions they've made to our life. Otherwise, no. And in this country, we are reverential towards everything. We do this, people do this if they go into the temple. If they do this, if they see a man, woman, child, donkey, cow, tree, elephant, whatever we see, we do this.
So why should a Mahant be a minister of state in Madhya Pradesh? Yogendra Mahant, Narmadanand Maharaj,
Oh, I thought you were talking
Hariharanand
about
Maharaj.
Uttar Pradesh.
That too, but these are the people who were appointed ministers of state in Madhya Pradesh. So it cuts across boundaries of state, and this is active mixing of the religion and state. I can't say church and state, but religion and state.
See, as far as our constitution goes, there is a clear line between your personal religion and the state. If some compromises are made, that needs to be addressed. But at the same time, just now also I was asked by somebody, why is a yogi becoming a political leader, he's become a chief minister, why is another yogi starting a business somewhere, and why are you going around the world and doing what you're doing? So in your opinion, what is a yogi supposed to do? Always sit cross-legged in a cave. See, this is the image that you got from calendar images, or you watch those television serials. Yogis have always been active in the society. It's just that they're flexible, whatever is needed in those times, they did that. I must tell you this. I was at the Economic Forum and one professor from Harvard University comes and says, "Oh, you're that amazing tree planter." I said, "No, I am not a tree planter." He said, "No, you planted millions of trees." I said, "Well, I did it, but I'm not a tree planter." I asked, "What do you do then?" I said, "I make people flower." Now, I am planting trees because the damn trees are not there. If people had not removed all the trees, why would I go planting trees? I am just doing what is relevant for today. And it's always been so, yogis did what is relevant for that day.
But they didn't enter politics,
No.
active politics.
I'll tell you, Parashuram was a king, he was a yogi also, all right? Active, very active politics.
But a ruler and a politician are different.
No, I'm saying, see, a yogi means, have you given any special rights to him? A yogi pays taxes. I need a license to drive on the road. I need to buy a ticket to fly in a plane, all right? Everything that responsibilities of being a citizen is upon me. You have not given me relief from anything. I also carry a Aadhaar card. I got a number, okay? All this. But now you're saying I have no rights in this country. What for? I have all the responsibilities, but I have no rights. I can't stand for an election. I'm not going to, ever. That's a different matter. But some yogi wants to stand for an election. It's his right. When a student can stand for an election, when a businessman can stand for an election, when a journalist can stand for an election, well, many journalists have stood for election and they've failed, the yogi has succeeded. Is success the only problem, I'm asking? Both with one yogi who is doing business, another yogi who is in politics, are we complaining about the success or about his being a yogi?
The mixing of religion and politics.
Why is it religion?
Because you stand for a religion. Your power is derived from your religion.
Is that so?
Isn't it?
Do you think so?
It is.
You think my access to people is because of a religious identity? You think so?
I don't know, I'm asking you.
No, I'm saying all these people, maybe not many of them, but many of us, including me, any part of the world I go, people respond. If it was religious, would they respond? Only in India I'm religious. Everywhere in the world, people see me as a yogi who is relevant to everybody's life. Only in Indian politics, everybody thinks I am belonging to a certain religion. Because in India, it's described like that. When certain things happened in Tamil Nadu, an official came for a certain inquiry. I said, see, I've never identified myself with any religion. Why are you putting me in some religious category? He says, your name is Hindu. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to change my name into something else? Should I change my name into something which doesn't represent anything in this culture, only then I will be beyond my religious identity? I have never identified myself with any religion. In fact, this is not a culture which was identified with religion because this has always been a land of seekers, not of believers. But right now you're being pushed to your corner that you have to identify with something. In your Aadhaar card or not in Aadhaar card, in other things they mention. I said, don't mention this, I've never written. Anywhere have I ever written, I'm a Hindu or I'm a this or that. Because the entire yogic system is about your humanity, not about your religious identity.
Dim dim tak tak dim dim tak tak